New details tonight as we have learned that carbon monoxide poisoning killed these three Marines. One of them, Lance Corporal Ivan Garcia, the one on the far right, is from Naples. They were found Sunday morning dead inside of a car outside of a speedway in North Carolina. All served nearby at Camp Lejeune.
Tonight, the big question is, how does something like this even happen? The Night Beat's Amy Gallo joins us live. Amy, you spoke with a mechanic. What have you learned?
The mechanic told me he'd never heard of a case like this, but he thinks it could have something to do with these settings for air circulation in your car. He says it's best to keep it on this one, which means recirculate. That way you get less outside pollutants entering your car. And if you do suspect you have some sort of leak, it's best to always keep your windows down. Carbon monoxide poisoning.
I have never heard of a case where somebody has expired from carbon monoxide poisoning being outside a well-ventilated area.
23-year-old Naples native Lance Corporal Ivan Garcia, along with Tanner Kaltenberg and Merrick Stockery, were found Sunday morning. While the Pender County Sheriff's Office does not suspect any foul play, local car mechanic Ryan Crape told me it's a strange case.
I can't see any logical reason of why there would be that much poisoning enough to take your life unless you were encased in a car or encased in something that actually can't allow any good ventilation.
Like a closed garage, but Garcia, Kaltenberg, and Dockery were found in a car outside a gas station, a pretty wide open area.
If you're not like sitting somewhere where it's in a closed box, you'd have to actually be right on top of the exhaust leak or even sucking on the exhaust, if you will, in order to breathe all that in.
Of course, a leak someone is unaware of can also be quite dangerous. Usually a dripping sound or the smell of gas will tip you off, but if you don't catch it.
Underneath this duct here, right here, there's what they call a fresh air duct, and that fresh air duct pulls air from the outside into the cab, and that's what cools the AC down.
But
so if you had an exhaust leak, let's say in this cab here, through a manifold that's cracked or some nature, some of those fumes can seep up under here. That gets sucked into the car and you can breathe that in.
So if you suspect you have a leak or your check engine light is on, get your car checked out right away. And in the meantime,
I wouldn't recommend anything but leaving the windows ventilated and cracked, even if you're running the air on recirculate.
Now, it's important to note that we still don't know exactly what led to these three Marines getting carbon monoxide poisoning, and it's still under investigation by authorities. Live on the Night Beat, Amy Gallo, Wink News.